All right. Hey. So, in this session, you want to start working on getting the trauma out of your body. We were talking about the torus field, and that's the energy of your body. That's the energy of your womb. So the first thing you want to do is get that negative energy out of your body. Anytime you've experienced trauma in your life, anytime you've gone, that energy has gotten stuck in your body. And unless you've removed it already, it's still there. You're responding from it. A lot of you already know that, and a lot of you don't. And I'm sure I've said this before. If you've watched all the videos on my channel here, I'm sure I've said this before. But what a lot of you will say, I hear a lot of people say this, is they'll say, "Yeah, I experienced some trauma as a child, but my parents had it rough too, and so I've already forgiven them." That's great if you've already forgiven them and you can just go on with that. But until you clean it out, you're just sewing up a fetid wound. That trauma will still be there. So even if you've already forgiven your parents, even if you've already moved past all that, you want to still get that trauma out of your body because it's there. And the good news is you really can get it out. And you want to be unemotional about your emotions for a moment. While you're working on getting the trauma out of your body, just be unemotional about your emotions. Just go, "Oh wow, look, this is what I experienced. This is what I felt. I want to get it out of my body." So as much as you can, be unemotional about your emotions. So tap through the next two videos in this session are about tapping through childhood trauma. But then the last two sections on my page are all about childhood trauma and adult trauma. So start looking through there. Start looking through there for the trauma you've experienced so you can release it. If you've been through some significant trauma as a child and you don't see anything about it in the childhood trauma section, let me know. Send me a text, call me, send me an email, and tell me what you're going through. I'll either make an anonymous video for you or you and I can tap it out. But you want to get that trauma out of your body. Once you kind of understand tapping, you can do a lot of it yourself. Telling the story about exactly what happened as you tap, what you experienced, you can release it. You'll feel it as you release it. Hopefully, you've already felt some of that. If not, you definitely will now. So do the next two videos right here in this session are about trauma. And then as you move on, the last one is we're moving on with our trance work. Now, before this session, you were working on, getting yourself used to going in and out of trance with those little 5-minute trances, right? And you're receiving receiving the energy into your body. So hopefully you've been doing those 5-minute trances and getting good at it. It's just a good skill you want to have for your life. It will help you design to drive your life, being good at trance work. So you really want to be good at that. But the trance work in this session will be about telling your body what you want to happen. You want that sperm to come up in your body, into your fallopian tube, merge with the egg, right? Fall down into the uterus, implant in the wall, start all the cell division, right? That's what you want. And so this trance in this session will be longer. I think it's 20 minutes or so. But do that trance work and tell your body what you want to happen. You're getting the energy, you're getting the negative energy out first, right? And then with the tapping, and then you're telling your body what you want so you can get pregnant, okay? So that's what you're doing. If there's some trauma you have that you don't see, you know, on my page, like I'm not getting you there, let me know and I certainly will. Okay. That's it. Thanks. Bye.